Hey everyone, hey DMC. Got a horse in my storage room and it seems very excited. Bless it. How's everybody doing today? Okay, so I got the map sorted. Yes, it's a map. So I can now see what the build is like. And I realised when we started doing the greeny bit, I started doing it a little bit the wrong way. For some reason, I thought it was from here to here that I needed the grass side on the walls and the water side on the walls. But I'll need the water side to be this side and the grass side to be this side. So I'm a few blocks there further on than I should have been. Hi, Malta. So I'm going to mark out the area where I need to narrow down this wall to change it from water that should be on this side to grass moss that needs to be on that side. So we'll start with that and see where we get to. You working this weekend, DMC, or is it your weekend off? I can't remember which one it is this weekend for you. I think you said you do every other one. I also did some snow gathering this week. And moss gathering as well. You're working? I'm sorry to hear that. Started putting down some of the moss. There's still a long way to go. Am I in the right place? No, I'm in the wrong place. I need to be on this side. And I need to dig that lot out. I'm glad I have the maps now. It makes it easier to figure out what's going on. But after next week, you have a week off? Oh, that's fantastic. Gives yourself a bit of a break. So whatever I decide to do on this side, I need to do on the opposite side over there. So let's... So this is the start of the... I don't want it straight across. Trying to figure out where we're going to. Ah, that urge. Yep. The one that strikes us all every so often when things get a little bit too much. I'm just doing guesstimates and we'll alter it. And it looks like I'm way off. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. And we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Don't think that's going to work. It just doesn't look right. Okay. Let's do some counting. I was trying to do it by iron rather than counting, and I should have just counted in the first place. Because it would have been easier. It's just that it's Friday afternoon after a work week. Counting wasn't in my plan. But hey. Right. So, thought this was about 10 or 12 wide. So let's find... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 14 wide. And I'm not worrying about this because a lot of this is going to have to be knocked out because this wall needs to be the same level as that. Hi, Mr. Doctor. How are you doing? Right, so this technically is the end of it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 33, 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 33, 32. Okay, so if it's 14 across and about 28, so I guess it's about 2 and 2. Not too bad. Just trying to figure out how we taper across because the wall needs to taper across, so because this is where the join's going to be for grass on one side and water on the other. And I want to mark it out before I start flattening things. So where are we? Okay. Are you the same level? You are. I guess I ran out of snow. Hi, Panda. How are you doing? It's good to see you. How's your build going? And yours too, Mr. Doctor. And are you ready for the weekend, depending when your weekend starts? You're homesick today, unfortunately? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll feel better soon, because it's never much fun feeling sick. So that's even there. Just bring it to there so that it's up to... I just want to get these sections in so we know what we're playing with. And I need to get rid of some of these wandering animals. And then we need to do the same on the opposite side of the yin yang. But we'll update the map first to see how it looks. I know I could have gone just purely straight across from having the moss grass on this side into the water channel, but I figured we would taper it. Let's grab the map. This one, and I may need the one next to it. That's fine. Let's do that one. You think aside from your temp storage and farm areas, everything is now flattened, which means in theory you can start mapping out your build. That's awesome. Nope. Would help if I stop rotating it. Right, so we have that there. Not sure I like that though. I think it may need to be a bit longer. Maybe 4 blocks each time, and it ends up where it ends up. I'm thinking that might be too short of a... Or maybe 3, so it ends up here. Let's give 3 a try. Sorry, I know it's very boring. It just doesn't look right to me. Can leave that one. Oh. And I'm messing up again. Been a long week learning lots of new things, which has my brain a little frazzled. Oh, that's my excuse, and I'm going to stick to it. For a little while, anyway. Hey, Tether Chris, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Mist, happy Friday. Right, so we'll take this one down as well, because I don't like that. Our hatchback. Oh, that should have been picked up easier. How's your day going? And how's yours, Miss Mist? You doing well? I'm ticking along. I can't complain. It's Friday. The work week's over. It's playtime. Right. So 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2. That's the outside walls. So we count the outside and ignore the inside. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. You doing okay? Oh, that's great. I'm glad you're doing okay. 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2, 3. Ignore 1, 2. Let's update the map again. And we can take a look. So, still a lot of ground to cover. Okay. Yep. You need to go back there, and you need to go back there. Still not happy with the join. Just seems a little weird. I'm wondering if it's because of this double wall. Maybe I need to get rid of that. Change the shape just a little bit. Gonna see if that makes any difference. Hi Puri, thank you for the creeper. I should probably have just kept these in my inventory for the minute, shouldn't I? You're going the wrong way, Pendle. Okay, it's almost right. If I can get rid of that 3 block there and just make it a 2 block somehow. It's 500 blocks from there to there and there to there. Not including where we had for the villager trading halls. That's one of the villager trading halls up there. So all this side will be grass with the city on it, and all this side will be ocean with whatever we decide to put on it. This side of the ring between the walls should be moss grass, and this side should be water. Yep. I won't deny it, Miss Mist. Just a little bit of insanity. But that's the vision I've got in my head and the shape that I would like it to be. Right, so let's take that back one and join it in here instead. Take that back one. That still gives me 3 whatever I do, doesn't it? Okay, so I want this curve here. Oops, you're falling down. Don't think I have much choice, do I? Unless... I've got any more of these yet. Let's use those to pillar up. I'll just have to dig them out afterwards. Yeah, that's better. Because this bit will be water coming all the way up. And I can keep the water in this tiny little channel. And this bit out here is going into the ocean anyway. Oh, I'm sure you will, Miss Mist. Your buildings are fantastic. So if I keep that gap, and just have it be the water, that makes sense. Don't worry about that going up in the air a bit there, because that ground needs to be flattened. I know I haven't checked it on the map yet, but I'm thinking that would work better. Then we just need to do the same on the opposite side where the grass feeds in, instead of the... Come on. I may need to grab the other map as well. just where it joins here. You go there. You go back in here. I always have fun trying to pick up maps. Don't ask me why. It's just a pain to get things out of item frames. Yeah. It probably doesn't help that I put my light stick in it. Probably not as curved as it could be. It probably should have curved better, but I'm happier with that than I was with the other. So what I'm going to need to do is figure out how I do it on the top bit, because we have that bridge there. And theoretically it would come out over the bridge. Sorry, I know it's a lot of faffing about. Right, so we did that on the first one. But yeah, I've still got a lot of land to cover up and light up and make sure it's flat for before we start building all the other buildings on it. Right. So this is a section where it's supposed to start tapering in. So that we then have that one line of green coming this way. Right, so you'd be that. Then you'd be green. And so would you. Which means you need to come out. Fortunately, I don't have to do the outer wall where we put in some of the pattern. 1, 2, 3. 3. Guess it doesn't really matter underneath about the bridge. Because I don't have to take everything down to water level. I can still leave this as a bridge. Ish. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then we'd cover that. Now you shouldn't be that side. That back. Take that out. Put you there. And then we'd need to get rid of you. But this bit's hidden, so it doesn't matter. And it gives me a few blocks of snow back. If I can speak. Welcome back, Miss Mist. Oops. Hitting with the pick instead of... up under the water and out. And then I've still got to terraform around the edge of these too. Right, so theoretically then, because this bit should be water, and this bit should be green grass. So I put a bunch of this stuff in and I need to move it. But that's okay, I can do that off stream. Let's just grab the maps. Empty hand, Pendle. Empty. Oh yeah, it's half slabs, isn't it? I always forget. Half slabs. Right, so you're there, you're there. Still a little bit of a... Yep. You need to disappear too, otherwise you're going to appear on the map. And I don't want you on the map. They give me another... Apparently it gives me another row I can get rid of. Yeah, didn't think I was going to be able to take off. I've never mastered the trick of taking off from being in water. Okay. Better. This was that extra block that just needs to disappear. We go. That way there's just a little narrow channel that the water goes all the way around and the grass kind of does. You find it interesting that some call slabs half slabs and half a block. Yep. It can be interesting. We all call things slightly different. Okay, so you can go back there, and can we turn you around? Yeah, you can go back. There. Right, so I can see where the join lines are. So that bit of moss needs to come out. And that lot all needs to be moss. Whereas that lot all needs to be water. Okay. How much stone do I have left? I don't think I have a lot. Ouch. That's not good. Kinetic energy and then swimming in lava to escape a ghast. Yep, ghasts really are annoying. Okay, so let's figure this out. Because this is going to be water instead of the moss block. But we already have a pattern at the back. So the water channel can't come down too far. The maximum it can come down is the top of those leaves. Though I suppose I could... Just wondering how those leaves would look with water behind it. But then it would throw the pattern out when we get to the ground section. So it might just be worth putting... You have plenty of stone, do you, Mr. Doctor? Yeah, I don't have a lot of stone. What stone as I'm digging out an area for it to be water, I'm kind of using it to place it where I need it to be, to put this on the top of. So I may take you up on that. I'll be in the left tower. Take what I need. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Because when you're talking a 500 by 500 area kind of thing, you don't realise how much... I know it's only 250 by 250-ish that's going to be covered in water and grass. It's a lot of stone. Because I want an underblock where I can. On the walls I haven't worried too much about it. But where the city's going to be built. Right, so let's just pillar up a little bit. So that would be the last block there. You're just directly across from me, Mr. Doctor, if I remember right? Right, so that would make it... The water blocks would be too deep. Yeah, the little black and white tunnel. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so sorry. You know what it's like when you have a vision in your head and then you've got to play with things to try and get it right. Now, I know I could just put, like I say, the stone would be on for this section, but on this bit where the water is, seeing as I have only 2 blocks, and some of the stuff does kind of show up underwater. Do I have any... Where are you hiding from me? There's sand. Okay, I've got gravel in a couple of different places. Pop you back in here for a minute. Get rid of the dirt. You can go in here as well. Grab a couple of stacks of you and a couple of stacks of you. Now, where's my dies? There's my dies. Never seem to have a crafting bench around here. You'd think I would have built one into my storage room. I'm trying to remember if blue concrete is going to be the one that looks like water. I think it does. But we'll soon find out. We're just going to convert a stack for the minute. Then see if we can rescue all of the blocks. Because they seem to end up here, there and everywhere. So it's not a very good converter. I did a stack the other week and somehow I only ended up with 38 pieces. See what I mean? I finally figured out they like to jump and hide on top of these chests. After I lost a whole bunch of concrete. Did I leave the hoe here? Did I leave the hoe? It's not. Oh, it is in my inventory. I'm not seeing it for looking at it. That's a problem. Right, so let's knock out some of this and we'll test in this area. Yeah, I know. You're not the right. Yeah, what am I going to do with you? Because I don't want to lose the andesite underneath it. I guess we will see how it turns out and see what I can figure to fix the issue. But this has to come out anyway. I'll sort the lighting afterwards. Whoops. Clumsy Pendle. Anything more to... Yep. No. What about under here? No, you should be fine because you're the bridge. Now make sure you land right, Pendle. You're going to need those 2 rockets to get back to the storage. So, I'm not going to leave it concrete because I want it to be water. On the top, I mean. But I'm thinking the blue concrete underneath will help the colour, at least on the map anyway. And we're okay for the minute. It doesn't start stepping up for a little bit yet. Okay. So, oops, let's grab you back. Then it steps up here. Or would it need to? Probably because I need to grab you back. Let's go get some more rockets. I really should carry an ender chest around on me. I think I have some spare in my ender chest. Yes, I know. Ender chests in the ender chest. It's not a good place to keep them. So you have to find an ender chest to get to it. So you guys got any plans for the weekend? My new graphics card arrived. So my plan is to put that in the new PC tomorrow. And test things out. It took a couple of weeks, but people have had to wait a lot longer for graphics card lately. I got a 4070 Ti RTX. The only plans are your storage system to get it up and running. The Shulker monsters got out of hand. Yeah, I understand that one. Shulker monsters are a favourite of mine to make. I figured if I was going to have to make a new PC, I may as well make one that's going to last for a while. Right, so let's get rid of you as well, because you're in the wrong place. Fun bit is going to be this section, isn't it? I may have... Do I do about you? I'm just concerned about the... I really want the black there because it look... Well, I call it black, but it's more like a grey colour when you put a... Well, it is kind of. It's kind of grey black, isn't it? Guess I need to light up under here too, otherwise I'm going to have things spawning. We don't want that. Okay. Might as well grab you back. Hmm. So that's going to really show underneath the water. Because if sand shows up through the water, that's going to. I wonder. Even though it's water, I'm wondering if I need to put I would call it a canal bank, a little bit of pathway on each side that might help hide things a little better. So it's 14 wide. So I could theoretically have. Okay. Idea. So coming around the channel, on each side, I could have 2 blocks of the opposite type. So whereas this section here will be the grass, the edges, the 2 blocks could be water. No, that wouldn't work because I'd run into the issue on the grass. Oops, on the grass side. But the grass, so it may be a case of it's slightly different from on each side. Whereas that's solid grass, but when it gets to the water, I have a couple of blocks of grass going round the edges. Maybe. Okay, let's convert a little bit more of this concrete. Let's grab a couple of buckets. Nope, don't need that. Just trying to make up my mind what I need and what I don't need. Right. Shouldn't take too long. Do you know what kind of storage room you're going to be making, or just a bunch of chests with that are marked up. That's my kind of storage anyway. So people make fancy ones that are really good, whereas, yeah, no. It's redstone. Redstone's confusing. Don't be far off now. More of them there. A few more of them there. And we have 3 full stacks. That's an amazing thing to happen. Like I say, last time they were all hiding out in there. Remember to knock these things down. They're showing up on the map. Pretty sure I'm not going to have enough to replace what I took out. But it should give us an idea of how it's going to work or not. Or if it's going to work or not, I should say. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, then we'll just have to think of something else. You're making the auto sorter with 3 different setups: bulk, shulker storage, regular impulse sorter, and Mizuma's game sorter. Oh, that's awesome. Right, so that should be under here. I know technically if I'm putting 1 block on each side, it's going to be hidden. Okay. Did I bring them? I brought the maps with me, didn't I? Good. That way we don't have to fly back to storage. Okay. We should be almost at the join. So let's just take it across and we can check on how it looks. Yeah. There's so many amazing designs out there. but they're all beyond my thought processing for it. I just get confused with them. Not to mention, it's a case of there's some storages that you end up having to wait for it to filter through. Oh, okay, so I haven't got enough concrete there. Isn't really surprising. So let's put these back. I should have left them in place in the first place. Never mind. That should have gone up one. That goes there. We want the moss block back here so it's not visible. The next one here. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about here. Because like I say, I don't want... I'm not replacing the andesite underneath because I want that for the bridge. Because I think it'd look really weird without... Because I like the way the underside of the bridge looks. Right. So... You're one too low. Oh, I forgot to come up a block. That's why. Bendel bean dippy again. Right, so you should have come up here. Then you should be here. With the moss in between. Got it? Yep. Let's have a look at the maps. Okay, so the colour is kind of the same as the D portion. You might have to relocate the villagers, DMC. Ouch. That's what I will say on that one, because villager moving is never ever fun. Okay. Yes, I lost a whole bunch of blocks, but that's fine. Okay, so I know I'm going to have to do a lot of concrete converting then. Fortunately, there are villagers, so I can get the blue dye easy enough. Where are you? But I do need a couple more stacks of blue so I can put water on and check how it looks with that afterwards. Because this side here would need the same thing. You can just be filled in with moss. Moss is easy to get. Right, so you're the bit I'm not going to be happy about, aren't you? I said too wide, didn't I? I'll probably end up putting more moss carpet on the top. So I don't want this thing to just be one wide. Because if you're going to have a path around the edge that you can walk on, it needs to be wider than one. There's just 2 villages on the edge of where you're building. You'd rather not just tear them down if you don't have to. Yeah, I get that. Okay. So I could probably take out a bunch of this concrete, but I would have to fill in the edge anyway. So it's probably better just to leave it. Hide that one there. Fill that one gap in. Guess there's another one here as well, isn't there? Right. Okay. So if we're going to have 2 on both sides, oh, I may be okay. Because here I may just have one block that's a problem, and that's that one there. Because if each side is going to be too wide, it can come out to this. So that's fine because we can cover that with carpet. Just have to remember where I put my glowstone. Not sure how it's going to look on the map though. Wonder. You know, I put that white line in. As a guidance. I'm thinking about taking it out and just using the green. Oops, wrong place. I know I'm going to have to move the glowstone. Because I could have a path that kind of comes up and round and you could go this way as well. Grab you. Okay, let's not grab you. See how it looks. Okay, so there's a white snow block there, but we know what that is. I don't think I can remove it and replace it with concrete. I can't, no. I don't think putting water on it is going to fix the issue, is it? Move out of the way. Well, it does a little bit. It's a paler blue. So, and that's better than the white. So maybe that would work. Okay. And then with having these glowstones along the edge, it will give some light into the top of these walls. And yeah, I'm going to cover that up so it's just one level. I guess it turned out to be more of a planning stream than anything else. Sorry, guys. You can't. Can you make carpet out of moss? Like you can with snow and with wool? You're doing the same? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, you can? That's. I wasn't sure if you would be able to because it seems to be a separate block. When you farm in it, it seems that way. But that we can is awesome. Because I really wasn't sure on that one. I've never actually tried it up until then. It's always good to learn something new. Dodie's still got his Z missing. Bless. I guess they haven't found it yet. Right. So how much concrete am I going to need? Probably a few shulkers worth is my guess. But that's okay. I've got sand and I've got gravel. Let's see if we can do a little bit more work on this tower. Seeing as we spent most of the stream so far just trying to figure out how to do the walls. But at least I now have a plan. This side, I think. It makes it easier to build if I know what I'm doing. Okay, let's put the moss away. Here we go. Put the dye away for the minute. And I'm still playing in creative for ideas for the nether hub. I'm still struggling to come up with something I like. Nether hubs aren't something I really do that often. I did one last season, and then prior to that, I believe it was season 3. Seen as this season is season 9. Oh, I do have some stone here. Oh, that's cool. Not seeing any dye though. We've got the light grey. We've got the dark grey. Okay. We've got plenty of green. I've been collecting the green from the excuse me, breathed the wrong way, from the smelter, which is still slowly filling up with cactus. I need to go down there and put in more layers. It's just building cactus farms is not fun. A little bit goes a long way at a time, so. Scalps is looking for a spot to lay his crafting bench or her crafting bench. Ooh. But there's a whole new starter area, isn't there? Which is awesome that they've done that. Okay, so we'll grab that. And let's make more of you. Okay, so we need to go to the top. Oh, I need some snow first. Because if I remember correctly, I haven't joined the edges as a completely. Right, so you should be light grey. So some of this I can just walk round. Or I thought I could. Can I walk round this edge and get there instead? Not really. We're gonna have to kind of squidge. I was hoping to be able to walk around each time to put in the glass. Okay, well, I'm on the wrong place, but hey, I wasn't where I was planning to go. Okay, there comes the fun bit of going round the corner. Not this one, is it? Where are you? Ouch. You okay, Panda? I'm still on the opposite corner, aren't I? Where is the corner I'm looking for? Over there. Let's try this one more time. Probably going to need to stick a torch up there for now, aren't I? Otherwise I'm going to have something spawning. So you, and you. Guess it doesn't really matter. I was thinking of putting another snow block there. But it would join up, the glass pane would join onto the snow block anyway. Okay. Put a torch there. I've got so many different parts of the project underway and none of them actually completed yet. So I'm jumping around here, there and everywhere. You're good? That's awesome. Yeah. Can do this again. Oops, wrong place. Then we can go up. That one will have to be done from the inside. Okay. Stick a torch up there for the minute. When we get around to putting all the floors in. I know I've started on one of them, but a long way to go. I need to check on how Tolls is going this weekend too. Sorry, side thoughts. Okay. Kinda glad I haven't put the roof on yet. That way I can just fall down and pop in. And there. Been having a bad craving lately for Subnautica. So I've been watching a few videos on Subnautica. Subnautica is fun. I'm hoping get the next game in the version before too long. Right, so that's not too bad. Put another torch up there. You've thought about streaming it? Yeah, it's an awesome game. I streamed Subnautica 2, but the problem is I've played both games several times. So but it's an amazing game to watch somebody play for the first time. So have you played it before, Mr. Doctor? Or have you you like me, love that it's a really good game, so you like to go back and play it again? You've watched it, you haven't played too much beside the version of creative. Ah, right, yeah. That's cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. But then I enjoyed Subnautica the two as well. I know it got a lot of people saying it wasn't as good, etc., etc., but I think it would have been pretty hard to be as good as the first one. And I enjoyed it anyway. I took it for the game it was. Kind of like with films. If I watch a film, I go and enjoy the film for what it is, not try and compare it to something else. You want to do an actual playthrough though? I would recommend it. It is a really good game. Like I say, I think the next time I play it, I may play it on hard mode to put challenge back into it, if that makes sense. Right, so but I do love that game. I heard somewhere they were making a Subnautica 3. Which could be really interesting. But this time I'm going to be good. If there is a 3, I'm going to be really good. Even though I'll probably end up buying it early. I won't play it until the final version's released. That way I can enjoy the full story. I do like games with a storyline. Right, I should probably have kept on the other side of this. It's one of the reasons I like ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, because it's story driven for the most part, going through chunks of it. Right, so I really need to be on this side, not that side. Otherwise I'm going to hit the same issue again, getting down to the next floor. But then again, it also depends on the story. That's why you love Final Fantasy? Oh, that's awesome. I've never played Final Fantasy. And I haven't seen any of the gameplay either. I might be worth a look into. Let's get you sorted. Brilliant. Behave yourself. There we go. Yeah. Oops, I keep missing. That was a weird miss right up there. You haven't played Final Fantasy since 7? The stories are amazing that they tell. 6 may have been one of the best games ever made. Wow. Then it is definitely worth my while checking them out. Hang on. We're okay. I was concerned about the lighting. But yeah, it's not a series of games I've ever looked into. Which is, if they're an amazing game and I haven't played it, then means I'm in for a treat. Harvest Moon? I haven't played that one either. Lots of games out there that I don't always know about. What I need to do is start up a list of games I can play, because what I've been doing is I've been playing some games, recording them and putting them on the channel, on the YouTube. At the moment it's just Hogwarts Legacy, but Final Fantasy's awesome, and Harvest Moon and Chrono Trigger are up there too. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West are both amazing too. Okay. I am going to have to get a list together. Don't get me wrong, I love Minecraft because I really enjoy the creativity of it. But it's nice to play another game too. That's cool. If you're fascinated by the game, that's awesome. Oh, you enjoyed the videos? Oh, that's great, Miss Mist. Like I say, I love story-based games like that. And I'm still working my way through that. But I'm enjoying the exploring and finding things out. Regional 2 and 2, 3 and 5 were not released outside of Japan until they were eventually released worldwide, starting with 7. They were numbered the same worldwide. Okay. Spectrum of games, so fast. Fact here, just keeping your brain busy. Portal's awesome, and Portal 2 was great too. Brilliant puzzles. Final Fantasy for storytelling. Oh, I am enjoying Hogwarts. It is an awesome game. I'm really enjoying it. Miss Mist, I am. It is so much fun. like I say, I love the storyline, etc. And there's so much of a world to explore and find things, and yeah, it is up there as one of my top games. I think Subnautica and then so far Hogwarts Legacy. I know I haven't finished the game yet, but with the Hufflepuff playthrough, etc. But it's so fun. Although I'm terrible at it. You're starting a new Hogwarts with a different house, yeah. I can't blame you. Yeah. So it was eventually re-released, DMC. You need to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Maybe your winter game if you break down and get a PS5. Ah, it's a PS5 game, is it? If it's not a PC game or a Switch game, because I got Switch during the pandemic. Most of the time, it just sits in its box. You finish the Gryffindor storyline, that's awesome. Like I say, I'm going through the Hufflepuff, and that's been so fun. Right, so this one should be dark grey on this side. But it's cool that you can play all 4 houses. So I can't go that way. I think that side's done. Let's go back up and work our way down a little bit. Let's take a look first. Let's see how that glass works all the way up. Hmm. I guess maybe it's because there isn't an interior yet that I can't really judge it. Technically, I could have put concrete blocks in, but I don't want to put concrete blocks in. I want it to be glass. Oh, that's cool. Remake is a 3 installment series. The first was on the PS4, then eventually the PS5, then PC. The second installment should be out soon. Oh, that's cool. Yep, it is definitely malnourished. Until you come round this side. And then it's got a little bit of a bulge on its belly. All depends which angle you look at it from. You actually bought the PS4 version but held off playing it once you saw the graphics improvements on the 5. Oh, that's cool. In a way, but a shame in another way too for you. Right, so this one needs to be the light grey. Always have fun finding the light grey. Yep, definitely a beer belly, Miss Mist. And well, your gaming backlog is longer than the arm at this point, yeah. My thing is, I don't really use Epic Games that much, but they offer 2 free games every week, so depending upon what the games are, and some of them have been good, like the Civilization, Civ 4 or 5 or whatever it was, etc., and a whole bunch of other games. Like Surviving Mars, etc., every now and again. So I have a backlog of stuff on there that I haven't yet played, but maybe at some point I will. I read the description and see if they sound interesting. They sound interesting and it's not costing me anything. Sounds a bit mean to the game developers though, considering how much work they always put into making games. Just that sometimes some of them are very pricey. And yep, I'm aware it takes a lot of work to make them. It's like, I think it was a few months ago, Breath Edge was on there for free, which is supposed to be kind of like a Subnautica in space, but it's a little bit more adult. But one of these days I'll give it a try and see how it goes. Right, so I've no more light grey. I should hopefully have some light grey dye. There we go. Oh, I had some more cyan dye too. And more greys and cyans. Hang on. Can we recolour? I wasn't sure if we could recolour the glass. I guess not. But yeah, a little bit of a bear belly on one side and somebody sucking their tummy in on the other side so that they don't think that, so they don't feel as bloated. Right, so we should have a whole bunch of glass here. Let's use one of the ones that's already in use. Right, so grey. Okay, that didn't get me very far. Light grey. Did I do light grey on all of these when I was supposed to do dark grey on them as well? Yep. I think it was supposed to be dark grey with a cyan. Oh, what do you like, Pendle? I got carried away with a glass placing that I didn't check. No big deal. Now let's switch it to the dark grey. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be dark grey with the... Yep, dark grey with the cyan. It could be worse. It could be like the other tower that's one block off that I need to rebuild. Right, so you should be light. Then you should be dark. But we have hit the 2-hour mark and I do need to get food. So let's see who's streaming, who I can send you awesome people to. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like I have anybody on my list. Let's just click into here and double check. Oh, Kajiro. Maybe he's only just started, so let's just open up in a new tab. Yep, it looks like he's just starting, so I will send you all Kajiro's way. Final Fantasy got its name because it was pretty much... One second. Because it was pretty much Square's last chance at a successful game to save the company. 36 years later, with dozens of games in the server, and yep, that's cool. That really is cool. You guys have a great... I did hit raid, didn't I? Oh, hang on. I've obviously done something wrong, so it won't be a second. I just need to grab Kajiro's name again because it didn't like it. Apologies, guys. Copy. Let's try that one more time. Read. It created it this time. You have a good weekend too, Miss Mist, and have fun, everyone. Take care all. Bye now.